Hey guys, good to have you all back. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. If by chance you're new to my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Margaret. I am from the Netherlands. That's why I have a funny accent. I do paper crafting, junk journal projects, and vintage treasure hunting. I have a prototype on my desk. Let me tell you what the plan is for today. I promised you guys Christmas cards. Now, this was probably not what you had in mind. You were probably thinking it's going to be something with numbers, Tim Holtzy or Victorian or what have you. No, they're going to be sort of modern, minimalistic, not really my normal style of crafting. But I love making these, and I think you guys will as well because they're different. Let's do something different than what people would expect of us. Let me show you what it looks like, sort of how we're going to make it, and then the supplies that we're using. This is a double card, like so. You can also have it as a single card. Doesn't matter. You can have it either or. It is sort of embroidered, not really. But it looks awful nice. I've used sequins for decorating. You can use other pieces for decorating as well. I've used some Christmassy cardstock with some glitter in it. It's not the Tim Holtz one because expensive. And I did some sort of drawing and stamping. Yeah, there are a lot of different variations on this one, but the base is going to be the same. Now, mind you guys, there's going to be a little bit of measuring involved. Not a lot, but a little bit. You need some measuring. Let me show you the tools that we're going to need and the supplies that we're going to need. For paper, I'm using sort of cardstock. You need to have some heavier paper, so not a copy paper or digitals or anything. I have this craft colored cardstock. Actually, these are card blanks, as they call them. Yeah, they're already in the shape of a card. And then I also have this cardstock that has some glitter in it. It's when you're going to use it? Well, at Christmas. So I have these, but you can also use scrapbook paper like this. This is, I bought this 2 years ago, or I don't really know. This is absolutely not my style. I don't know when I'm ever going to use it, but you can use these to make like card blanks as they call them. Yeah, have them as a background. So I'm gonna use this. So cardstocky, all sorts. If you want to use something different, use something different. However, for the background, use something that is plain without a design. I think that'll work better. So that is it for the paper. Now, yes, woolies, yarns, and what have you. You're gonna need something woolly. Yes, but it can be anything. I have all sorts on my desk. If you don't have any of these, you can use normal cotton, you can use embroidery floss, you can use some sort of a normal wool. I happen to have all sorts of these special wools, but you can also do it with baker's twine. That would look nice. Yeah. So I have some fluffy, this is called eyelash trim, right? Yeah. Can you use this? This is what I used on the card that I already made. It had some sort of lurex, I don't know, glittery stuff in here. These are all different colors of green. That works really, really well. You don't have to do green. You can do like blue. This also works really, really well in making a card. I think I want to use this to make a card or something with this. It's so Christmassy. Why not use this? This is extremely fluffy. I think it's a little bit too fluffy for this project. But you know, any type of sort of yarn, thread, woolly, whatever you want. Now, what else am I using? Tools. Yes, lots of tools. Okay, so for the measuring of the card, I am of course going to use a ruler. Yes, and then I have a white sort of jelly roller and a black one because I am going to use it on dark cardstock, so it needs to show up. Yeah, that's for the measuring. Then we need to poke some holes, of course. For that I'm using an awl or poker tool, however you want to use it. You can also use a very big needle. We need a big needle to do the sort of embroidering stuff. I'm using a needle threader because my eyes are rubbish. Then this is a piece of felt I'm going to use to have underneath the card to poke the holes in. And then I want to do some decorating. I've used like this white sort of jelly roller to make some stars. I did stamp this, however, my white ink really didn't want to show up on here, so then I traced it with my jelly roller. I'm gonna try again using my stamping tool. Instead of stars, you can also have sort of snow. For that, I'm using my favorite stamp from Mr. Tim Holtz. It's also his favorite stamp. And then, of course, some sentiments. Happy holidays, happy holidays, season greetings, Merry Christmas, you know, and such. Now for the decorating on here, on this card, I've used sequins. I have all sorts, don't we all? Yeah, so probably gonna do another one with these. For that, I'm using art glitter glue, and I'm going to use the tweezers. I rounded the corners, so a corner rounder. You can also do these with beads. Yes, so probably gonna do some beads as well. I think that's all the sort of supplies that I am using. For everything is an alternative. I think you can make this easily. Yes, anyone can make this. So get your supplies out and let's do some measuring. The first one I'm making, I want to make with this sort of scrapbook paper as a background. Now on top of this, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to use the craft color. So with this one, I did the craft color in the back and then the green on top. I think I want to put this on top. Now for this, it's just simple. You have a strip of scrapbook paper. It doesn't really matter how big it is. This happens to be like 6 inches wide. And then I just, you know, sort of folded it in on the sort of width that I wanted it. I have it straight, like so. And then cut this off and voila, you have a card. Now this card is a little bit bigger. Doesn't really matter. This size is completely up to you. You do you. Then you need to have another piece of either this craft colored cardstock or whatever you want to use. This is almost the same size. See? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off 1/4 of an inch on the top and 1/4 of an inch on the side. You can measure this, you can cut this by hand. I am going to use my paper trimmer. How big is this? This is 4, so I'm going to lose 1/4 of an inch on this side. There you go. And then, how big is this? Let's have a look. That one was easy. Just 1/4 of an inch, love. I'm just gonna measure 1/4 of an inch because my paper trimmer isn't long enough. And there you go. Taking off a bit here as well. The card needs to be a little bit smaller. See? Because now when we have it on, this is the border. Yeah, you can have it smaller if you want to. Just have it a little bit smaller. You can have it a lot smaller, or, you know. Or don't. Just have it plain. Also a possibility. Now, if you think we're done with measuring, you're sadly mistaken because the measuring starts now. But because I only want to do it one time, I'm going to make it sort of a template or do 3 at once. Yeah. So I want to make this card. Then I'm going to try to do 3 guys. This card in blue. Yeah. And then I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to have the craft color in the back and then this as a top. Also, I'm going to do this as a single card. Yeah. Okie dokie. Perfect. Now we need the 3 top halves. Yes. These are our 3 top layers. I'm going to make sure that the card that we're going to draw on, we're going to draw on the back side of the card. Now this is craft colored cardstock, but it does have a back. See, this is less nice. So I'm going to put all the backs. Well, this doesn't have a back. I'm going to line them up together. This one is a little bit smaller, so be sure to have it sort of in the center. Yeah? Okie doke. I'm going to put them all together with a paper clip. I'm going to put the paper clip a little bit on this top over here and on the bottom over here. Do I have another paper clip? I always have some lying about. like so. Now, for the measuring. This may sound very difficult and confusing, but it isn't. What we need to make is an upside down sort of cross on here. I need to have the middle of the top. So I'm going to give you my measurements, but your card may be smaller, of course. So this is 3 3/4 of an inch. And then you need half of it. Because I always measure in centimeters because I'm Dutch, I'm going to do it in the centimeters. But do it in inches. Just measure it and then sort of put a dot in the middle. There you go. Now I have this fantastic tool, yes, that you can line up with your paper and then it's straight. So you don't need to put another dot on the bottom. If you don't have this tool, put another dot on the bottom and then connect the two sort of dots. I'm using black on this one because black shows up. And there we go. Now what I want to do is have sort of an inch from the bottom because we need to do some stamping here. And let's see, is that an inch or, well, 1.5 inch? Almost 1.5 inch. Just a bit. There you go. I am again using this fantastic device, which doesn't really work because I have paper clips here. So hopefully this is straight. It should be. There you go, an upside down cross. Now we need a couple more measurements. I'm going to have a 1/2 inch from the top, making a mark here. Yes, and then 1/2 inch on both of these sides. So here and here. If your card is very big, you can have this a little bit bigger. If your card is smaller, then you need to have it smaller. We're going to draw like a Christmas tree shape. My paper clips are in the way. It sounds difficult. It isn't. Or, you know, maybe you have like a Christmas tree shape already, like this sort of cone that you can put on and just draw around. Whatever you want. Now this is the shape that we're going to sort of embroider, but we need to make holes first. I've zoomed you in a little bit. We need to make dots. Now I'm going to align my ruler with this line. I am starting over here and putting it at this point where all the lines meet at, let's say, 5 inches. Yes, I'm lining it up. Then I'm making a dot every 1/4 of an inch. One here, there. See, like so, every 1/4 of an inch. If you have a very big card, you can make it the space in between a little bit bigger. If you have a smaller card, you could make it smaller. I wouldn't recommend that. There you go. Okay. Be sure not to start on the top with the next one. Start on the bottom again. Hopefully this will work. I'm gonna move you a little bit about. Yeah. Doesn't matter where you start, just as long as you start with a complete inch. And then again, having dots every 1/4 of an inch. Just mark it. Now this is a lot of work. That's why I lined all my papers up. I could have lined them up after I did all the sort of drawing, of course. Yeah, very smart. Smart me. Yeah, there you go. So now we have all these dots. We need to take our pokey tool. Now be sure this is lined up perfectly. All the cards. Yes. Then I'm going to make dots, small ones. Because this is the back side, just small ones. I feel like I'm in kindergarten again. Can you remember doing this? I remember vaguely doing something like this. Punching these small holes. Now, really guys, this doesn't need to be like precise, but have it a little bit equal to one another. It doesn't really matter if it's like a millimeter off or anything like this. No. Things are not going to explode. I promised. Promised. And then on the top. Right? Okay. Is it through and through? It is. Thank the Lord for that. I'm going to flip it over and then I'm going to make the holes bigger. In that case, my thread will, or my woolly will go through much more easy. And also because the paper is coming up now, see? It has a structure and I want to push it back in. So that is why I'm making holes bigger from this side. There you go. Now I'm going to do that on all the cards. And then we're going to start with the embroidering bit, which is going to be very, very simple, but very, very fun. Instead of making the stars with my white jelly roller, I'm thinking about making snow with this. But I think that'll work a lot better if we do it before we do the embroidering. Otherwise, this will be a little bit raised, of course, and it will sort of be in the way. It will be in the way. And just want to see how this white will show up on the cardstock. Wow, very, very faint. But let's just try it. We're going to have lots of snow. Oh yeah, I do like it. Let's see. So I'm just gonna move it around a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Lots of snow. It's like a blizzard. There you go. We made snow. It is very faint in the background, but I don't mind it. I don't think the stamping will work. So I'm probably going to do something different with it. So background stamping with my favorite. Oh, if you want to know, this came with Tiny Toadstools, the set. Not this one, because this is a fake one. Right, now for the thread that I'm using, I want to use this. It is a little bit heavier than embroidery floss. I just took a big piece off. Yeah, I don't know how long, like in meters, I'm guessing 1.5 meters. 1.5 meters. Don't know how much this is, like 50 inches. Guessing. I'm just guessing. You don't need this if you have like if you're embroiderer and quilter and have very good eyesight. You don't need this device, but I love it. There you go. Guys, it's going to be simple. We're going to start on the bottom. Yeah? Pick a corner, any corner. You can make a knot. I am not going to make a knot. I am just going to leave a little bit of room here. Yeah? And then we go to the other side. It is so simple. It is so simple and so satisfying. There you go. Are we going to do beads on this one for decorating? I guess we are. So I did the first line. Yes? Now I'm not going to go all the way over here. Why would we? I'm just going to go one up. Oops. And then you go across again. Now what I did with the previous card, with this one, I first made all the lines and then I put on the sequences. But for this one, I'm thinking about using these sort of golden beads that look like Christmas balls. So I'm just going to put one on. Like so. Now mind you, the Christmas balls will go from side to side, but that's the fun part. That's absolutely the fun part. Daisy agrees. Going crisscross. Do you want another one here? Or on the next line? I'm going to do it on the next line. I'm not going to put a lot on here. Just a couple of them. There we go. another bead. I think I will secure the bottom one because it's annoying me. I am going to, yes, put tape on here. There you go, secured it. Yep. Go up one again. Yeah. I'm just skipping one line and then putting in another one of the beads. Because this thread has different colors, it makes for a lovely pattern. See, we have another one. Yep. These do look like Christmas balls. Yeah. Have you started decorating already? I haven't. I'm gonna do that in a day or so. Because today is actually St. Nicholas Day. So I do believe everybody celebrated yesterday because it was Sunday yesterday. No, I'm not gonna do. Oh, you didn't have to do this. Well, that's okay. It's okay. I think everybody celebrated St. Nicholas yesterday because it was a Sunday. So. I love it. I already love it. I made these last year. Was very happy with them. I found, of course, some inspiration on Pinterest. And there you go. Shall we do another bead? I think we shall. There you go. And just one more. Don't know. I have this one, guys. It has sort of a clown face, but it can also be like a snowman. Shall we do that one on the top? I think we will. I'm gonna do this as a topper. Let's see. Oh, is it too big? It's probably too big. Yeah, this is too big. Well, I'm gonna do the trick. I am going to do the trick. How are we gonna do this? I'm gonna put my needle threader through here. I used to have a very big one. Hopefully this will fit through. Please, please, please. Because it left me a very small loop, of course. Maybe some glue. Maybe some glue. I'm gonna do it with some glue. I do need to let it dry, so I'm gonna sort of let it dry. Oh, I really want to use it now, but this loop is too small. Will it work? Will it work? It will. I'll make it work, but I need to put some glue on and let it dry. It worked. Yep, it's on. It's so cute. It's so cute. We have one more, sort of the last hole on the top left. I am going to put my needle through, like so. I'm going to finish it with a normal bead. Now, again, the normal beads are too small. The holes are too small. So I'm trying this trick again. Yeah, against my better judgment. but I think it will work, yeah, because this leaves a much bigger hole. Putting this through again, there you go. Then I'm going to put it through my needle again. I know it's a lot of work, but you know, the end result is very nice. There we go. Putting this through again. What's happening, guys? My thread is sort of curling up. There you go. Already snipping some off. Way too much. I'm going to go back into the same hole. Yep. And then, you know, we're going to do this trick. Pulling it through a couple of times, making a knot. There you go. Snipping this off. There you are. How lovely is this? It's so cute. Now we need to do some stamping over here. I wanted to use my stamp tool, but we cannot because I already put the beads on. Yeah, very smart. So smart. But that's okay. We could do, of course, a different color. Yeah. What colors are in here? The darker blue. We could do the darker blue. Or just the green, you know. I think I want to use green. What do I have in green? I have Stays on olive green. Or forest green. I think I'm gonna go forest green. What stamp am I using? Happy Holidays? Sure, let's do Happy Holidays. Or Happy Holidays. Will it fit? Yep. Yes, it will. Now, love, you can only stamp this once. Do you want to test it? Do we have another piece of craft cardstock to test it on? I do. I'm just gonna test it. Oh yeah, yeah, that will work. For some reason, I don't think it's straight. Or, you know, you could use a bigger block and then have a little bit more room. Happy Holidays. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Look what I did. Look what I did. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to do that again. No, I'm just going to do this like so. Now I have inky fingers. You know how much I love inky fingers. I really don't. It does look lovely. Look! Happy Holidays. Well, you have your Christmas card here. Almost, almost. I'm rounding corners. You don't need to do this every time I round corners, guys. You can be like, well, good for you. I'm not going to do that. But I just like it. Not inking it. Oh, look how lovely with the gold. Yes, love it, love it, love it. Let's have some glue. Using art for this because I really want this to be stuck down. But that does mean you cannot move it about. Once it's on, it's on. You can move it for a second or so, but no longer than that. There you go. Yep. Here it is. It's lovely. Let's do the blue one. I want to use this yarn. It's called Avril yarn. I don't really know. It is specialty yarn. We call it leather yarn. Yeah, it looks like a leather that you can step on. But before I want to do the embroidering, I want to do the stamping on the bottom that says, well, this says Christmas Joy. I am going to do it in white, but I need to stamp it a couple of times. That's why I am using my stamping tool. Very happy to have this for occasions such as these. Now let's sort of position it. Let's not have it upside down, love. Over here, and there we go. Already tried this on another piece of this cardstock in blue, and it worked after 3 or 4 goes. Then there we go. Because the first one, it shows up, but not really. Here's one. See, it does say something, but not enough. So I'm gonna do it again. Yes. I could have used black, of course, but I don't want to. I just don't want to. I think it's best to let it dry before you do another layer. Dry. I'm just going to do one more. See, it does show up now. However, I'm not going to do this with Tim Holtz snowy sort of. I'm going to do stars again with my white jelly roller. Yeah. See, now everybody can see it says Christmas Joy. Okie dokie. I broke my needle threader. Yes, I broke it. Lucky for me, I have several ones, so I need to look for another one. The same principle, guys. I'm going to go in on the back. This one, I'm not going to use any beads or sequins, because I think the yarn itself is special enough. Because I believe it will sort of curl a little bit. Yeah, it will sort of twist. See that? That's so cool. I did that last year with a card. I made my cards like these last year, and I was really happy with it. And everybody that received one told me, oh, that's so fantastic. How did you do it? Well, like so. We need to glue this one down, right? Yes. I'm gonna tape it down. If I can find my tape. You can also make a knot, of course, if you want to. And there you go. So, while I'm doing this, let's have a chat about Christmas. The last couple of years, we did not celebrate Christmas very elaborately because of the thing we cannot mention. Why is this not sort of twisting and turning? It did with the first one. Please twist a little bit, because that's the fun part. I'm just twisting it, yeah. Because we couldn't have family over and such, and to me then, well, you can cancel Christmas. Because for me, Christmas is a time for celebrating with family. Can we sort of twist and turn it before we put it in? I'm gonna try that. But this year, I believe, yeah, we can have visitors again, so yay. I'm trying to twist it again before I put it back in. Last year, it did it all by itself. Now, this yarn is like, no, I want to be straight. Well, sort of. Still looks good, though. Yeah, so normally at Christmas, I decorate a lot. A lot. Because I love it. I have many types of Christmas decorations. And I normally use, I choose one theme a year, of course, and I alternate. Yes, that's what I meant. Just twisting it. And I have all sorts. I have like gold and silver, like very classic, or very modern, like silver and black and white. That was also really nice. And I also have, and these are very beautiful, I have porcelain Christmas ornaments, like the Delft's blue, like the little sort of a wooden, like a porcelain mill, and wooden shoes and porcelain, and the two kissing children. Really, really nice. So yeah, and I combined that with some blue and silver and white Christmas balls. Really nice. But for the past 2 years, I did some decorating, but very sort of in a minimalistic way. Actually, I really enjoyed it. I did not put up a Christmas tree. I just had some decoration with a lot of burlap and wood and sort of Norwegian style. I don't know how to call it. Yeah. It's very nice. I love this. See, this doesn't need any decorating because it's cute all by itself. What I'm going to do, because if I sew this all the way to the top, it's going to be all blue. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I want a different color. So I'm going to end this one here. Like so. And then I'm going to start again over here, and hopefully it will have a different color. Well, it will if we do this. Yeah. So I cheated. That's okay. You can see now there's the lighter blue again. There we go. Hello, what's happening? It's stuck. Couple more. Think about doing a sort of a bead on the top to finish it. I do want to have this piece of sort of pink on here, so again I'm cheating. I'm pulling it back a little bit on the back. Yeah. Wow. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now I need to find a bead that will fit through the needle, because I cannot take this out of the needle. Let me get a bead. Yeah, I have this silver one. It has a big hole. Don't go anywhere. Go here. Yep. So don't really know how I'm going to decorate my home. I will make pictures. Yeah, I will show pictures on probably on my community page, and of course on Instagram. I will show pictures of my Christmas decorations. There you go, making another knot here. Yep. I'm gonna use tape to sort of. There you go, it's on there. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this one. It's also a little bit shiny. There you go. Now, for some stars, I'm just gonna, make stars very randomly. There you go, one here, there. Need any more? Tell me to stop. Just say when. When? Yep. There it is. So cute. Now let's put it on our card. There you go. Rounding corners. Of course, you can do a lot more decorating to this if you want to do some more. But I just wanted to have these rather simple. Rather simple. I think I'm going to go simple again this year with my Christmas decorating. Because actually I really enjoyed it. And also, as a bonus, when you take down your Christmas decorations, it doesn't take a whole day. No! Probably done within an hour. So, big bonus. There you go. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Are these fantastic? Hopefully, I have time for one more. So last one. I cannot stamp on here because A, it is too busy. There's too much going on and it will not show up. I will, however, have sort of season greetings on the bottom, but then in a different way. I'm going to use this trim, this eyelash trim, and I think I want to use these sequins. I'm just gonna do blue. And I've used a smaller needle because that worked on here. I'm gonna tape it down straight away because that works a lot better. Yep. There we go. And then I am going to sort of sew the sequins on instead of gluing them on. Just trying something out. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Going to have a couple of them on. I think that'll look nice. I'm just gonna do the blue, not any other color. Gonna do 3. Just gonna see how it looks, guys. If it doesn't look nice, then, you know, let's see. Does this look nice? Oh yeah. There you go. I'm gonna have 2 on here. Because I do want to alternate them a little bit. One here and one here. Oh yeah. Yes, I think it looks nice. Don't go in a knot. Don't do that. Don't. Please, please don't. Please don't. There it goes. Oh no, not again, not again. It's because this piece is too long. Let's do it like so. I'm just putting the sequences on and then positioning them afterwards. I guess it'll be fine. What is going on, guys? I made a big knot here. Why? Why? See, there's no need for this. I really don't like this yarn. No. It makes a lot of knots. There you go. Careful. Yes. Again, why? Now this is really bothering me. So bad words will be spoken. What I'm going to do, guys, I am going to finish it all the way to the top because you know how this works by now. So I'll be right back. And now it looks like this. I love it. Yes, I did it all the way to the top and then I put a bead in and I already glued it on. As I mentioned, I'm not going to do any stamping around it because it's already really, really pretty. I do want to have a sentiment on here. I made one. I just had a scrap piece of a cardstock left and that says season greetings in green and I sort of inked all around it to have it stand out a little bit. You could put this on foam tape. I'm just gonna glue it on. Gonna be a rather simple card. Just over here on the bottom. There you go. And this is a single card. Yeah, you could, you know, write on the back, put it in an envelope, or, you know, put it in the mail, put a post stamp on. I wouldn't because this would get damaged. It would. Fantastic. Well, I made 3. Yeah, so I have 4 in total. Here they are. Don't you love them? I love them. It's the same basics on every card, but they look completely different from one another. And that's because we use different materials every time. This is a prototype that I really, really love. I really enjoy it. I don't have this beautiful penmanship. This was actually a stamp that didn't stamp well, and then I traced it with my white jelly roller. I recommend this. Have one in your sort of craft surprise because, well, you can use them. Yeah, lovely. Then we made this one with the Christmas balls. They move about, but you can play with them. And then with the Christmas sort of the snowman on top and all the snow all around it. Happy holidays. Yep. And then this one, we hardly did anything to this because the yarn itself is so pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? Finish it up with another sort of bead and then drew some stars and stamped it again. And then the last one, this is the one that was a single card, but that's okay. Just put it in an envelope. What I did, guys, with this yarn, because a lot of the sort of hairs, the eyelashes, got stuck in the sequence, so I took out my needle and I sort of trimmed it. I sort of, you know, combed it like this. I was like, well, this needs to go out and this needs to go out, see, like so. So I played around with it a little bit. So there you have it. These are probably completely different than what you had in mind that I would make. So I do hope you like these. Guys, let me know in the comments below if you like this, because I have 2 more projects in mind with this sort of idea for cards that I also really love to make with you. So that's it for today. I'll be back again tomorrow. I have a surprise for tomorrow. I've been working on my digital kit and I think I will finish it tomorrow. So I'll be playing with my new Christmas digital kit that will be available tomorrow on my Ko-fi. But you know, all the information will be available tomorrow. So guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'll see you back again tomorrow with, well, another sort of Christmassy project, but completely different to this one. I'll see you then. Bye guys.